What's up, people? Andy Trinity here with a quick video. Gonna be talking about the Shaman. I'm actually not even using my OBS right now. This was recorded on OBS. OBS is acting really crazy. As you can see, the way that it's recorded, there's a big, huge amount of black screen in it. I probably really should have just used my newer recording program, but I'm not really quite sure where it stuffs my downloads, and I'm just not really in the mood to search around for where it's being placed. This is a quick video. I say quick, but it's not really quick at all. It's about 20 minutes, and it's pretty much explaining the Shaman class and what I know about it so far, and what you may or may not like about it. Now, first of all, I'm going to say here, take this with a grain of salt. I maybe been playing this class for maybe the last 5 or 6 days. I am a quote-unquote DFO veteran, somewhat to speak. I have very old videos on my page, obviously. Sorry for the monotone, but I'm not really enthusiastic, and it has nothing to do with the class. But anyway, so on to the class. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys know this is not a big damage number class. Even while leveling up, that will be no secret. I personally don't think any of those newer priests is big damage number classes. I think the Inquisitor can get you some big burst damage. This class has a few burst skills, and it has a few burst skills, but not enough for where you to reliably count on it as a bursting class. This is more of a grouping kind of class. It's not a super holding class. There's a few super holds like this right here, and the little sigil that she throws on the ground. Unfortunately, that sigil, or whatever you want to call it, is not reliable whatsoever, because it doesn't hold any bosses. It only holds anything that's not a boss, which I personally think really hurts the class. If that super holds bosses, we're talking about a class that I would like a hell of a lot better, since a lot of its skills you have to be pretty far away from the class, far away from whoever you want to hit in order to hit it. Like, you'll see that skill right there. It's almost always missing. There's no homing on it. So the only way to really get that skill is to drag him into something, drag him into your portal or whatever, and hold them there in order to land it. The dragon skill is probably the most reliable burst damage, which is why they tell you to go the Sacred Dragon's Blessing for the 6 pieces of it for your OV set, mostly for that 15% skill damage. I think it's 15 or 10% skill damage. To be honest, it's very minuscule. Honestly, all her OV sets is pretty terrible. There's none that's really that particularly good, because the 9 pieces of them are just almost not even worth it, because none of her skills are even worth building an OV set towards. This is one of those classes I personally think, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I personally will leave this one far off the recommend tree. I would say if you're gonna start a game and you have to pick a class, this will be the furthest one and the furthest back of my mind. Especially with the way that reinforcing works these days, and being that they gave me a plus 12 weapon, and I've been trying to get that fucking that liberation weapon to plus 10, because I haven't been on this game in a while, and paying somebody fucking 15 million just to roll for plus 10 is just straight up fucking ridiculous. But anyway, so what you're gonna do when you get this class, when you're starting to get it, or when you're starting to, once you get your 6 piece and whatever the hell epic set you're gonna be running, you're gonna put on your 6 pieces of your Sacred Dragon Blessing, and you're going to add your buff. Once you do that, you can swap back into whatever the hell you're running. I'm currently running uh, um, 5 pieces of Oracles, Holodom, and some random fucking rares. I literally just got this class to 85 and decided to make the video immediately. So you're gonna put your buff on and you're gonna swap back into it. As you see right here, I'm just unlocking the rare so I can put it on. Just so I can do a couple of rooms real quick. So I'm gonna instantly run over here and, you know, try to lock this guy down. And of course he goes invisible because this guy's annoying. Spamming out skills. This is one of your best. That's your bread and butter. That's not your awakening, but that's gonna be your bread and butter every single time. Just simply due to the fact that it's your best holding skill. Yeah, it's definitely your best holding skill, and it's, I want to say, one of your better damaging skills. Probably your second hardest hitting skill. I actually don't run the final skill, mostly because it does no fucking damage, and it's just really, I don't know, I just don't like it. It don't do much damage, and it's just, it takes up too much points to run anyway. So I just personally avoid it. I probably should bring it back because that lightning strike is pretty trash. It's pretty good for leveling, but beyond that, that's pretty much it. Another thing is the skill you see me doing when I move forward while shooting those Kai blasts out. That's another one of your bread and butter skills, especially for leveling. It's pretty much a room clearing skill. The little throwing ball thing, that was one of my favorite skills when I was leveling. Hindsight 2020, I don't really care for it now. It's a really bad skill, mostly because even though it has decent damage, but I don't know, it just has bad mechanics. I think if you threw it and it stayed there rotating, then I like it a lot more. But since that's not the case, then that's obviously not the case. It's gonna be pretty hard for me to fucking narrate all fucking 21 minutes of fucking nonsense, since I mostly want to be watching my speedruns right now. But as you see, I popped the Awakening here. Awakening probably does about 5-6 million. Maybe 5-6 million. So it's not up there with the Grim Reaper's assassination, or even up there with the, you know, the male Mexo, which is the counterpart of this class. So basically what we're talking about here is a class that holds is pretty decent. The holds are decent. They're not really good enough to get you an Anton alone based on the holds. The damage is very minuscule. So yeah, you're gonna really just have to really enjoy this class if you want to if you really want to you know, max this class out. This is not a class that I would recommend maxing out unless you just really fucking enjoy this class. There's a lot of classes in this game where you just have to put in a lot more work than you would on other classes to get the same amount of enjoyment out of it. So, and this is definitely one of those classes. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop here and skip ahead to when I was doing some ancients, and then I'll narrate a little bit there. So, 1 second, guys. Alright, guys, I am back, and you know, I actually just listened to it and I realized just how loud this fucking mic is. I apologize for that. If it is, just turn the video down, because I'm usually on OBS and it's usually really fucking low. Anyway, so right here I am struggling to change my fucking 6-piece set in order to go inside OV. Well, not OV, to do Ancient on what used to be called Master, but now it's just called 3. I don't know why the hell they did this. That's really ugly and annoying. And I feel like it's been made extremely easy. I really doubt that this class at this same amount of gear would have been able to do Vilmark 50 on Master pre-update. Not that Vilmark 50 was hard, but it was convincingly harder than this at least. Alright, so go ahead and buy my fatigue pot, and then I walk in here. Not much left to the video, so I'll let you know just how quickly that I got through it, even with this class, which that I really just seem to, hindsight 2020, not really particularly like it that much past leveling. So I tried here to buy some fucking Exo. I was like, what the hell? Why does this place use exorcism? I don't know. It really just threw me for a loop. I was like, why the hell does this place use exorcism? Like, you know, I'm going to be getting my ass whooped in here and I'm not going to be doing any damage. So I go into the mallet shop very shortly, I think. Yeah, I try to swap into my gear, hoping that that would give me some more exorcism, but apparently it didn't really help much, unfortunately. So what the fuck ever. Alright, going into the mallet shop here, and I'm a cheap ass, so I don't buy the big one. I don't think it even matters. I think the big one is like 12 and the small one is like 10. It's really pointless. It doesn't. It's like a fucking 2 exorcism difference. That's stupid. They should fucking fix those exorcism pots and knock them up to like 200 and 300 and stuff like that. I mean, hell, if you're gonna update stuff, don't halfway do it. Anyway, so I bought 10 exorcism pot for whatever reason, which made no difference. And kind of really just trying to line stuff up for my skills. Alright, blow up these things so they can stop summoning these bomb head things. Of course, most of the bees miss because that skill is ass. Alright, if you're a main for this class, I have one question for you. Why? Alright, so coming in here, gotta get this thing lined up here. Try to keep it stun locked so it doesn't run me the fuck over. Really low cooldown on that skill actually, which is really good. This is like one of the class's only saving graces. As I get ran over here again. Alright. That's a pretty good stun. I like that stun lock. This, as I said, one of the class's saving graces. I actually clean this up pretty easily. Alright, miss. Okay. I'm missing more skills because, once again, this class is fairly shit. Alright. I don't care what you guys say. If you're a fan of this class, more power to you. If you got this class geared, even more power to you. This class is shit. So, throw down a parade of skills just to kill it, or just to kill the groups a bit quicker. Pile them up and blow them up. Now we gotta fight against Mecha Tall, whatever guy. Alright. Missed this skill. Alright, put it in the portal, awaken, which does nothing. I'm almost 100% sure that that dragon skill does the same amount of damage as the awakening. Look at that, the Shaman beads miss, of course. Like, look at this. This is not a good class, people. I got classes a lot less geared than this. That will do way better. I have classes that don't even have 6 pieces. I have classes with 3 pieces and a wonky ass plus 5 legendary or plus 5 unique or something that can do more damage than this. Almost every single class I have would outperform this because this class does no damage. This class has really bad holds. This class has really shitty HP, really bad armor, and really poor skills. This was nothing other than a ploy to get people to start playing this class. Well, to get people to start back playing DFO, and I don't know, to just add 4 new classes into the game. The Inquisitor is actually pretty cool. From what I've seen from the Mistress, she looks alright. But the Crusader in this class are so useless, they need an update. They need an update. This is bad. Because these classes, they got cool looking skills. But the classes, I feel like they don't work as intended. This class needs a severe damage buff. As a matter of fact, I think they should just turn this class to 100% fixed. Turn it into fixed damage, or scale up the percent damage. Otherwise, this class is just not really a good class. So, if you enjoyed the video, guys, leave a like. I know a lot of these people are gonna thumbs it down because I'm hating on, a class they probably have, but hey, it is what it is. Have a good day, guys.